Jamaica politics and cover. Big up yourself because you don't know you will discover. Natalie, you're bigger than George Washington Bridge and Island Empire State Building. Straight to the ceiling. Sin, Lord of mercy. Jamaica is not a place to go all. Not when certain guys in control. Jehovah God no. Lord of mercy. Hey. Some say that them a diety. And they must suffer to hell no rati. Natalie Moore.
Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. How are you guys doing? I hope all is well. Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. Let me know if everybody is fine. Guys, there's still a bit of getting used to the new time change. As you guys know, the time in the US changed recently. We set our clocks forward 1 hour. No, I am supposed to be setting the show to start at 9 p.m. my time, 8 p.m. Jamaica time. But I set it, I think, for 8 o'clock my time. And so there's a bit of confusion. I am sorry for that. So if you have been hanging out here, you're still here. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for waiting. I hope that you all had a good day. One of our subscribers over here made my avatar. I hope you like it. If you don't like it, you can tell me so I won't put it back. But I just wanted to show you guys that we have some wonderful subscribers over here who are very considerate and who take with things serious because as you can see, the thing look professional. Me like it. It's cute, I think. So, yeah. But anyway, how you do? I hope all is well. For some reason, it feels like a Monday to me because yesterday I had a long day off to do nothing. It was good. And today, my mom came over and cooked some ackee and saltfish and some stew peas. So I'm going to have to cook for the rest of the week. That was such a treat. Very nice. All right. So, how you do? Everybody good? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if everybody all right. Dirty Cup, big up yourself. Moderator, big up yourself. Dirty Cup, you like the look? All right, thank you. Look professional to me. Bad to bad. We are not the worst over here. I like people. We're not the worst over here. Yeah. Big up the subscriber who did that. Very nice. So, guys, I have been flooded with messages since the last time. And Mr. Senator Marlon Morgan created a storm. A piece of storm. I have to go fill on the in pan the storm that is going on. Be a people, I say, oh my God, I am so glad that Senator Morgan came on the platform. It was so nice to hear him. You know, I mean, I talk about labor rights alone, you know. All PNP people call me, you know. I hear some of them may call on the program too. Independence. Them even say, boy, Marlon can be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. And that the people them a tell me. Them talk about how him eloquent, how he's a serious person, you know. So, Marlon, if you're listening, that is what the people are saying. That is what Jamaicans, and I'm not gonna say just in Jamaica, Jamaicans in the diaspora as well, they really enjoyed that brief 1.5 hour sit down that we had. So I hope that you will be motivated to come back and talk with us, you know, as different situations arise. So big up everybody for participating in that and tuning into that. Big up the senator for being open to the invitation over here. Very nice. So guys, we're going to talk a little bit over here tonight. As you can see in the topic, we're going to talk about history a little bit. And then I'm going to use the remainder of the program to let you all call in. This is your night. I'm going to talk just briefly. It's not going to be a long, drawn out historical lecture. It's just going to be a little bit. I want to remind Jamaicans of a particular time that we are in right now. Reflect on the past and see that it's the very same thing happening now. So, you guys know this much. If you don't know nothing about our history, you know this much. You know that Jamaica was captured from the Spanish by the English, the British. And they just decided, that Jamaica belonged to the Spanish for well over 100 years. And then the British, them just get up one day and decided, listen, we're going to go on this, what they call it, adventure, I guess you could say. And we are going to take Jamaica. We're going to take Jamaica. We're going to sneak up on the shores and alone capture, we're going to capture that place here. Right? And in 1665, that they did capture Jamaica from the Spanish people who were there. And the rest is history. Wanna type yes in the comments if you know the history of Jamaica, where the Spanish and the English are concerned. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page, because I don't want anybody feel like say Jamaica just started with, independence and them something. Although I know the people them over here are big people. No disrespect. Well on there. Yes, so that was the transition, of colonization from the Spanish to the British rule. And in 1665, the English people them decided that them was going to come and take the country. And of course, they brought in the people that would have helped them enrich themselves. And then here comes Nanny of the Maroons. And you all know what happened from there. I am saying that, my friends, to say that the language that we hear in our politics today, we must take it serious and we must understand what is really happening. When we hear the opposition of Jamaica, Mark Golding, and the language that he uses, here in the caption you see it says, Mark, this is not 1655. We have elections. When you hear Mark Golding talking about being the next leader of Jamaica, if you listen to the language that he uses, them now go give it up so easy. This is not easy. It go hard to get them out. Mark Golding doesn't speak as if in order to replace the prime minister, it's going to take a democratic process of an election. He speaks as if he views Jamaica as an island to be captured, just like the British people did, captured Jamaica from the Spanish people. So Mark Golding, in my view, still sees Jamaica from the lenses of the British people as a place, a country to be captured from Andrew Holness. Therefore, the language that he uses is in keeping with his country, and I'm just going to call it his country, because both of his parents born there, and because his father came to Jamaica on the colonial assignment why he said he ended up born in Jamaica. But we know where his heart is. His heart is with England. That's where his family are. That's where most of his family are and are from. Mark Golden don't have one black family, and that's okay. I'm just laying the foundation to say where his loyalty lies. He can barely speak the Jamaican dialect, meaning that he hasn't been around, or maybe he was around Jamaican people, but he just didn't take the time to perfect his speech where Jamaican dialect is concerned. My American daughter that born here can talk more fluent patois than Mark Golding. And that is because she has a mother and grandmother who are Jamaican who talk to her that way. And we speak that way around each other all the time. So we kind of integrated my American daughter into our Jamaicanness, right? So Mark Golding never really, in my view, saw Jamaica as an independent country. 95% majority black people and them something. I don't think Mark Golding ever view Jamaica that way. I think he just, enmeshed himself with the people because the politics and, things like that. Like, before he went into the politics, I don't really know anybody who come say, them and Mark used to be friends and par and them something there. The only somebody me you come out come say they know Mark Golding for 30 years is Matalan. And Matalan have the same background like Mark Golding, Jewish, English and them thing there. All of you on here, as Jamaicans, you have friends, you know people that you went to school with. Where if anything, them can come out and say, so me and Betsy used to go high school. So me and Betsy used to be friends. So me and Marjorie used to go to the same church. So me and Melvita used to go down at the football game when we did a grow and them something there. You don't hear people saying these things about Mark Golding because he did not put himself around the Jamaican people in that way. You understand? And that's because I don't think, and I'm not being outrageous, I'm not being harsh, I'm not being anything but a realist. I do not think Mark Golding sees Jamaica and the Jamaican people as an independent country, as a country that is charting its own course, governing itself. I don't think he views the country that way. I think Mark Golding still views Jamaica from the lens of 1655, when around 7,000 English soldiers landed near Jamaica's Spanish town, when the English invasion forced the Spanish troops off the land. A time when Jamaica's population was only about 2,500. And so I think he may even admire that part of British history where they go into these different countries and capture it and overthrow and take over and run the thing. So when you hear him talk about Jamaica and him tell people them say, labor right now give up this so easy. No, them not gonna give it up like the Spanish them did have to give it up because 7,000 English soldier come outnumber them and ambush them. No, Jamaica not gonna give it up. Andrew them not gonna give it up so easy. We know it's hard for your marker, so ambush thing you come with. You not come with no democratic something, ambush. You want to come and ambush like your ancestors them ambush. And it's very sad. Because I don't think even Mark Golding, I don't even think the PNP, can't know right now in them time, what I call them? The dunce culture at the PNP. I don't even think the PNP I listen to Mark Golding and watch him attitude. Guys, me so up the phone line, so I want you to tell me if you don't understand what I'm saying, or if you don't even disagree with what I'm saying. He sees this whole thing like 1655. Andrew, them now go get up so easy. It's hard to get them out. Remember them two phrases there, no? Andrew, them now go get up so easy. Labor right, them now go get up so easy. It's hard to get them out. Language is important. And those of you who study and understand language, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Under normal circumstances, we would hear about running an election. We would hear about policies. We would hear about how horrible the government's policies are and what they're doing. And we would hear, this is how we're going to do it. We're not going to do it like you. We're not going to do that like you. This is what we're going to do. And then the government can come out and rebut it and say, no, man, that way they're going to feel. We've tried that before. That's not a good idea. And them kind of language that we hear in our politics back and forth. When there's an election and a government and an opposition party. That's the kind of language we hear. We don't hear them now go get up so easy and it's hard to get them out. We don't hear them the language in our country, people. We don't hear them the language in our country. I hope I've made it clear. So I am here to say tonight to Mark Golding, to Rise United Movement, to the capitalists them, from overproven well to overthrow a country. We do no English, man. Let me tell you something. We are a democracy. We don't do ambush. We don't do overthrow. We know that not our style. I hope you guys saw this upload that I did yesterday with Christopher Williams. For all who want to listen to you, remember you hear one little part of it. Because they think we are fool around here, you know. Them swear say we don't have no sense around here, people. Want to listen to this? All who never hear it. Listen to this man, Christopher Williams, former CEO of Proven Wealth, who just demoted himself and got demoted because Proven Wealth is underwater. Listen this.
Tonight to support a man that is dear to me and my family. And let me tell you three things about Peter Bunting. Let me tell you what kind of man Peter Bunting is. First of all, Peter Bunting coming like bounty killer. And no people in bus. Peter Bunting support a whole heap of small man and give him a chance to be able to survive in a Jamaica today. Second, Peter Bunting coming like Beanie Man because I'm the king of banking. A three-man Peter Bunting start and the trail him must be. And finally tonight I want to tell you Mr. Peter Bunting coming like Bob Marley. Because Peter Bunting believes in one love, one heart.
Yes, if Christopher Williams come out, come sing that song there and he knows he can't sing, that goes to show you how the judgment poor. Me know me can't sing, you know. Nobody now have to tell me that. And I would never leave out of my house to sing nowhere. Because that would be a big disrespect. Come sing Bob Marley song and sound, so. Anyway. Now we don't understand. You see where him compare Bunting to? Bounty Killer, Beanie Man and Bob Marley. No, we no understand them obsession with dancehall artists, don't it? Because no reggae artists, not real and true reggae artists, not going to let people like Bunting use them to come do no foolishness. No real and true. When you see Buju Banton do, walk going at the conference and don't say a word in English and just walk back out. Not even a greeting from Mark Golden. No real and true conscious, serious reggae artists not going to do that. So when time I compare them now to Bounty Killer, Beanie Man and Bob Marley, now you see why them take up every dancehall artist so we go up there. So yes, it's another obsession. They have an obsession with popular, famous people because them don't have it. Them don't popular, them don't famous. So them have this obsession, like say them plan say them are gonna use dancehall for propel themselves and dancehall artists. You know see, you know, hey, me pay attention to detailing and not no miss me. Now Christopher Williams is there bragging and boasting. Bunting started 3 bank. Bunting is the king of banking. King of banking where? Uno lose 65.2% of earning enough to lock down how much business. And the same Bunting, what if Bunting was the king of banking? Bunting would have replaced Williams as the CEO of Proven Wealth. Bunting is not no king of banking. A lie I tell. That is a lie. Uno see say it's all coming together now. Uno see say over a year now, me dey on a platform, I tell uno say, watch out. The man, them plan up. Them coming for uno, them coming for the country. By overthrow or underthrow. And them coming through the door of the PNP. So see it then now, enough people never know say. Williams did the pan Bunting stage. I tell the people them foolishness. But say, when you hear what Bounty Killer said about Bunting? When Bunting asked Bounty Killer for a dub in 2020, Bounty Killer run him and say, move from here, so. Oh, you bring down dancehall? Oh, you go for the diaspora or tell the diaspora say a dancehall make scam in a go on in a country. You go tell them say a cartel. Oh, you eat dancehall? No, me not no dub again Bunting. You're wicked and hypocrite. And that Bounty Killer tell him. So them have this obsession with dancehall and the music because I can see them now saying to each other, all right, this is what we're going to do. You see, like how music is so influential to the people of Jamaica. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to use the music. Yeah. And that's why him now come talk on stage about say Bunting come like Bob Marley. Marley family, why me could never sue them and boycott them? Which part of Bunting come like Bob Marley, one love, one heart? You know, so Bunting mash up PNP. You know, so Bunting divide and destroy PNP. Bunting is a party wrecker. Bunting is not no one love, one heart, a lie. And that's why God take down Williams, you know. Because hear them something the way him come talk now. And God knows that is a lie from the pit of hell. That's why God take him down. I wouldn't be surprised if Williams and them now link again. Because two of them are like woman. I want woman them put to replace him as CEO over at Proven Wealth. So them the lie and wickedness, the man. Come on, you know what? Williams, I hope you change your ways, you know. I just hope so you repent. Because that way you come talk. That way you come talk, my love. You know to do that. Come behind you and them know so they're not good enough. What a something. When you hear you.
Tonight to support a man that is dear to me and my family. And let me tell you 3 things about Peter Bunting. Let me tell you what kind of man Peter Bunting is. First of all, Peter Bunting coming like bounty killer. And no people in bus. Peter Bunting support a whole heap of small man and give him a chance to be able today. Second, and Peter Bunting coming like Beenie Man, because I'm the king of banking. A tree back Peter Bunting start, and the children must be. And finally tonight, I want to tell you that Peter Bunting coming like Bob Marley, because Peter Bunting believes in one love, one heart.
Murder. Papa Jesus. What's that? You know what me just pick up a while ago? Everybody at Jamaica, we grew up in the church can sing. Don't to Movada. Movada, I want the best singer in Jamaica. You know, whenever you Movada come out the hardcore dancehall and sing it at church, Movada growing up. You can't know say Christopher Williams never got church when he was growing up. Listen to how him sing. Him no got no church. You have to go repent, man. What you come do with all Bob Marley tune? You have to go repent, man. God don't. Anyway, guys, me not tell a lie. Me say tomorrow or before the month end, me have to go dress like Favor Williams and put my picture beside her. Yes, me have to go do that because I know Andrew alone proud of Favor. Favor go on good, you know. Favor, you're really good, you know. Me say you angle it, me love. Yes, you angle it. You see the Prime Minister so proud of you. Look at that. I will leap up, me say, guys. When me looking at the parliament and see how everybody was attentive, I listened to the whole thing. Now we know that Favor is somebody who, you know, she's soft-spoken. She's the ultimate lady. She not baga, she not rare, she not jump up. And a lot of people thought, you know, this was just going to be something that we're just going to fall asleep to. No, man. Favor go on with herself, man. Effortless. Can we see this Favor every day? Like, seriously. People who go tell Favor, say, JP, you ask her one question. Can we see this Favor Williams every day? Me just ask. Yeah, man. Well, you say love the avatar, Christy. Thank you. Thank you. I like it too. Favor go on good. She go on good. Me just want to say something to Mr. Warmington before me go further. Cause after me say this, me go open the phone line. Cause me have one question to ask. And I want everybody come in and come talk. Mr. Warmington, me like you. Me like you because you are not one of those politicians who, if something is going wrong on your side, you will call them out right in the... Me don't know how them tolerate you know. Because you, the same side where you sit down pan, if something not going over there, you will call it out right in front of the Jamaican people. Me like that about you. But them send me one video come where you were talking about Golden and them something and them citizenship. Must sit down at Portland. And I listen to the video, you know, and I was going to bring the video and come show the people them, but here why I couldn't do it. Yeah, use too much inappropriate language. Yeah, curse too much bad word. Don't do them something there. When you're standing in front of the Jamaican people them and talking, remember, you're not just talking to your friend them. You're speaking on the national platform. And when you speak, we have people overseas looking on, other politicians in other country, the whole world is watching. So you can't go up there and use the word a-hole and them something. They don't do that. You don't need to do that. You can't say what you need to say. I may understand. So you're vexed because they make you have to come out of the parliament and go renounce your citizenship Me understand that the PNP has used the race card to say black man time and them are hypocrite now. Me understand all of that. And you were saying all the right things. But when you're going to go and talk about a-hole and use that kind of language, don't do that, because when you do that, me can't put it up over here, so. Me can't do that. And I really don't think you need to do that. You can get your point across and say what you have to say without going there. If there is anybody in the comments who disagree with me, want to talk before we move forward. Because I don't think I'm being unreasonable. We know that this is probably your last election. And you might look on it and say, what the hell do I have to lose? But no, don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Now, I just come to ask a few questions of you guys tonight. 5 reasons. If you not go call, make sure you have 5 good reasons why Jamaica should not change the government now. That is what we're talking about tonight. The election is 3 months away. Over here, so we deal with substance. We don't deal with propaganda. We don't deal with disinformation. We don't deal with character assassination. We don't deal with unnecessary lies. We deal with truth and we deal with facts. And therefore, the question tonight is 5 reasons why Jamaica should not change government now. The phone line is open. If you want to call, here's the WhatsApp number. This is Jamaica Politics Uncovered, guys. All of what ask if is me that. Una go on like say me look like the worst person in the world. Una make me feel like me look like the worst person in the world, man. Come on now. There's a subscriber over here, very nice, who sent me this today and said, this is what I wanted to put on the platform. Very professional looking. Him take one of my picture them and make one AI same thing. Wanna please to call and tell me 5 reasons, 5 good reasons why Jamaica must not change government at this time. If you are a Labourite, you're welcome to call. If you're a PNP, you're welcome to call. If you're no P, you're welcome to call. Everybody is welcome on this platform. Over here, we are patriotic. We love our country. Please and thanks. If you don't love your country, if you're not patriotic, no come trouble with spirit over here. I can give you the first reason, you know. And me just attack as a realist. Me just attack as somebody who is fair and somebody who makes sense. The number one reason what me would have say is because the government and the government's party appears stable. You cannot have an unstable political organization trying to lead a country. That is the very first thing I'm going to say. The other thing we want to call and tell me also is this. The debate, the budget presentation, that took place yesterday. I want you guys to call in and tell me what you think about it. Good night, Mr. Vegas. Their bar is so low that Warmington swearing seem like a church. When you hear man say them not afraid of no boy on such a platform, you know we no longer have any boundaries. Man tell people to suck out. Well, I cannot disagree with your comment, Mr. Vegas. That is absolutely 100% true. But you know what? We know what to expect from those guys. We can't have the two party them down in the gutter, you know. Because we don't want this to be a standard or a staple of Jamaica's politics. You don't agree with that, Mr. Vegas? It scares me. When I look at the politics, I hope and pray every day that the government and the government party stay above the fray. Do them job as the government, but just stay above the fray. Because you see, if everybody descend into what the PNP is today, we're in trouble. Serious, serious trouble. May I agree with everything that Warmington was saying, I may support everything that he was saying. But the bad word and them something there, left that to the rest of people, them man. And them are the sucky mother people, them. I watch one of them people are call me now hear the phone a ring. Oh, the ring I off. Sorry. Hello, good night.
Yes, good night.
How you do?
Yes, I was calling but no answer call.
Yeah, man, the ring I off. Me sorry about that.
Okay. Yes, the thing with Mr. Warmington,
Yes.
I know that the bar has fallen so low.
Yes. Talk up a little
That
louder than the phone.
the bar
Mm-hmm.
is so low in Jamaica now. When you look at what the oppositions have done and the things they have done to members of the ruling party, it really arose some anger, and they are angry that every time that they feel like they put out a statement, they know they're going to get an attack and they know they're going to get words, so they really act out. And I think, they must slow down. Just don't act up when them talk. Let them talk and bring down themselves, but don't act up with them. But I think the bar has fallen,
Yes.
and we need to have it back where it was.
Yes.
So I agree with you that he might be hungry, and he knows that he's always getting a bashing. He's not a hypocrite. He really talks his mind, and he really talks what is happening
Yes.
up front. But I think he like how he knows that people are going to come up against him. Just forget about them and just be the man you are. You understand? So that is my point on him. But again, I think the reasons why we should not change this government, we see where the country is going forward. We see where our threshold, our money system is on a level, it's on a real good level right now. And we don't want it to go back and it messed up where they said that they have to do this and whatever. They never going to ever see this, because over the years, these are the things that we are faced with.
Okay.
The next thing is that we are now building. We are seeing where this government is building. They are doing roads, they are doing whatever. If we put a stop to all this, we might just jolly well turn back.
Okay.
You understand? So I think let all these things happen, right? And then maybe when this, for next 5 years, it's on its way, it's on its flat, we can think about who to pick up the reign if Andrew decides to go. And I think he might go after this one.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope Mr. Warmington and also the government and the people of Jamaica heard you loud and clear.
Yes. So I reach how much now? 3, and the fourth one is that we are in a stiff time, and I do not think that the opposition leader is ready for this.
Okay.
I've seen where Andrew has made his mark on the overseas stand. People respect him and whatever the opposition has done, people are so much looking at him as a different man because we never have our country going overseas to sort out our problems. And we are seeing that. So he needs to sit in parliament, look at what happened in Jamaica, look what happened in the parliament and how we perform and things like that. If that happened in the British Parliament, we don't want it here. And the next thing, I don't think he will be there for the next one.
Okay. All right.
Last one is that I think we must go ahead. No turning back. No turning back. We mustn't look back. So go ahead and go forward with this man. We might decide down the line that we want a change, or we want somebody to come. Don't want anybody to come in and be a reign or a dictator or whatever. But he's doing well right now, and I don't think we should stop what is happening. Jamaican people love to suffer, They love poverty. And what I am thinking is that we should put aside all those things, look at ourselves and say, listen, we are at the place now where we can stand up with the world.
Okay.
Right? So when Andrew come out and leave this, we will have a what do they call it now? A trend to follow.
Okay.
You understand? So that is my take on it.
Well, thank you.
And what I really want to ask Jamaican people too, like the budget, we've been hearing fatal speaking, and you will have people putting on the social media things that is not so nice. We might be dieted, but Jamaican people must sit and learn, listen for a while. Do not just bash, listen and learn, because we can learn something from this. We need the knowledge, we need the education, we need to pass on this to our children. When we just sit there and bash and bash and bash and bash, we're not listening what the woman is saying and what is meant by certain things. Jamaican people need to cut it out. They need to be more attentive, listen and learn. Right? And I'm not seeing that.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Yes, thank you for calling and thank you for your input.
I love the program. Continue, please.
Thank you. Yeah, guys. So she said a mouthful there. Let me just take this call. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Yes, you're live.
I know I'm live. How are you doing that?
Good,
First
how are
time
you?
calling your program, but I listen to you almost every night. I listen to replay.
Well, thank you for calling.
Go ahead.
Thank you for calling. Yes, man, go ahead.
My main reason why I think this goal should not be changed is, number one, we have a stable economy.
Okay.
Number two, infrastructure is moving quite good in the country. Young people have more opportunities right now.
Mm-hmm.
Our debt to GDP will be at 68, 69% at the end of this financial year.
Mm-hmm.
And also, and when you look now, the crime rate is going down slowly but surely. And we have a stable party. When I say stable, I mean a party that seems to be together, unlike the PNP.
Okay. So
and
unity.
I think your question should be five reasons why this party should. It should be the opposite.
Really?
Not why this. Yeah, I think.
You think me should have asked why the PNP shouldn't come in now?
No, why give you 5 reasons why you should vote for this government.
Oh, okay. Well, Yeah, mix up my head, you know.
No, man, me not mix up with that. You know, say, for a journalist like you, let me tell you something. You know, I don't live in Jamaica, but I listen to you people all the while, and that's you people I get my information from. And when I get your information, unlike the PNP propaganda, then it's like, if I am going to go to Jamaica now, it's because of you people, not because of the PNP propaganda.
All right, cool. Well,
because when you listen to the PNP, like they're not no good for the country. They don't want the country. Like they want the country to stop.
boy, it's a sad situation with them, you know.
I remember in 2003, PJ said to the country, "Do not give hungry people your food for carry. You can't give PNP your food right now."
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for calling. Thank you for your input.
All right, now just take care.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.
I continue listening.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Jesus. Hello, good night. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, good night. You're live.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Actually, I'm not in Jamaica.
Turn on your background, please.
I'm actually not in Jamaica, but I'm actually I do follow you. I do watch your program.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the reasons why I think that they should not change the party. They should not like put the PNP in at this moment, because I'm seeing here like the working in Jamaica is totally different from before. Like it is much easier now to get a job than like 10 years ago.
It's much easier to get a job.
Seeing that the education system is totally different.
Hold on. You say it much easier to get a job. Tell us why you say that. You have.
Yeah, when I said much easier to get a job, it's like, okay, for example, back then, Jamaica is like it's like difficult. When I said difficult to get a job, because there was no job. Now you have more job creation, you have more investors, so that is why I said it's much easier than before.
Okay.
Yeah, so you do have more investors.
Okay.
So when you give your investors like attractive like options, like you're giving them like, say, okay, this is the place that I wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to invest because I'm seeing where it's okay, and I see that my investment will not be in vain. I can make something for my investment.
Okay.
So once you have more investment, you have more job creation.
Okay.
So, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say like I'm a politician, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just seeing that, like, seriously, Mark Golden and his team, they're kind of like they're kind of what I would say, no, power hungry. They're desperate.
Power hungry and desperate.
Give Mark Golden and Peter Bunting and what's the next one name from St. Anne's? You give them a chance. Trust me, they're gonna wreck back Jamaica. Just like with Michael Manley. I was born a long time ago. When I said long time, I'm talking about long time ago.
Which part of Jamaica you come from?
So I know what I'm talking about. I've gone through Michael Manley. I've gone through a lot of them.
Where in Jamaica are you from?
Pardon?
Where in Jamaica are you from?
I'm from Montego Bay.
Montego Bay, okay. All right, well.
Yeah, but I left Jamaica like 30 years ago.
Okay, so you like what going on now?
Yes, honestly, yes.
All right.
I really do like it. I'm seeing, so Jamaica are looking much different, when I said much different,
mm-hmm.
I'm seeing like buildings, Jamaica is not like before. You have nice road to drive on. I just like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. Okay. I do. I really do like it.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
You're welcome, and you have a great, and keep up the good work, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. And hello, good night. Hello? Yes, good night. Please turn on the background, sir, please. Guys, when you call, please make sure that I'm not hearing myself on your audio. It's a bit distracting and it takes away time from the program. And please try to keep time in mind when you call. Hello, good night.
Yeah, nuts.
Eh?
Yeah, hear me?
Yes, you're live. What?
Boy, me there, you know. Boy, the picture they sell off, you know. Me, I wonder if I should get a screenshot and put it on my screensaver, you know. But anyway.
How where this man? How where you call from?
Don't worry about that, man. We're on the West Coast.
Okay.
We're on the East Coast, so we're on the West Coast.
So you are in Jamaica? Hold on. Are you in Jamaica or you abroad?
No, man. Me there abroad, man. Me on the West. Me there Cali.
All right, cool. So where you saying now?
What? Me have to write down 5 things you say, you know.
Tell me them.
You see, before me get to the 5 things, because me not go exceed my welcome, you know. Because 5 minutes before do and cut, you know. You see, me watch a movie named Mississippi Fire, you know. And a man in night when say, you know, maybe me not get the verbatim correct, you know. Him say, when the man said to himself, don't drag me in a sewer with you, you know. The man said, them crawl out of the in the gutter. The man said them crawl out of the sewer, so maybe at the gutter we need to be.
Yeah, no.
Warmington have in place. I mean, understand what you're saying, you know. I understand what you say Warmington need to, you get what I say, cause but them crawl out of the sewer, so maybe Warmington at the gutter.
Where you get that? Where you get them the argument they from Bogota and sewer? Am I not fool you? Try fool me now.
Me not fool you, man. Bunting them crawl out of the sewer, my girl. So it's like Warmington up in the gutter to make sure them stay down there.
Where the hell?
But anyway.
No, hold on. No, wait there. Me tell you, I don't disagree with what Mr. Warmington was saying. All me say, yes, don't go there go cuss no bad word. Don't do that. You can't do that in the parliament and them something there.
Him edit it, you know. Him say air you know. But anyway still.
Yeah, but him say some other profanity. So here what be like what man say. But we don't really want to go make the where you say bunting them in a sewer, make them stay in a sewer.
Yeah, so make have to stay in the gutter to make sure they're not forward up on the road.
Where you come from? Which part of Jamaica you come from? Me know I'm Mobi you come from. Me know I'm Mobi.
But anyway, you know, people one thing with Jamaica, and I say, you see, garrison politics and rural politics is totally different, you know. We don't vote for something going on, and you know, we vote for opportunities.
Okay. All right. So run a five reason.
All of these things. Well, anyway, we go to me 5. Number 1. Me not see no clear succession for Andrew Holness right now. So me not give him one more term for we can see a clear succession for I say, yo, I one day that'll be a good prime minister or XYZ, whether one of the female or one of the male. If you understand what I say.
Lord Jesus.
Number 2. Number 2. I not believe in that. I not believe in this 20-25 year ruling thing with no one man, you know. Me not in it, you know. Me not in this. Me not in no 4th term, 5th term with no one man a lead, no. Cause you see them thing they make complaints. What they call them? Make get complacent. You understand? And generation change. 20 for somebody in the for 3 term, you know. That span multiple generation, you know. We don't need that. We need fresh, you know, if you understand what I say. We need new blood in our system. All right, number 2, Andrew Holness is a clear better leader than Mark Holden. Because even what them hire the woman what pick up on the bottom feed of them TikTok thing for big up him in first anniversary and wedding with him spouse and all them thing there. And bring all Damian Crawford in it for big up my man I say Rastafari and all them thing. Them thing that weak up Damian. Damian was the hope over there, you know. And he must make himself just jelly back out, you know.
So alright, so that's your number 3 reason?
Number 2 that.
Number 2. Alright.
And number 3, no new tax.
No new tax. All right. Mm-hmm.
All right. Number 4, the macroeconomic is good. Gold instead of himself. In terms
Come
of
just see that I say when me hear that before. Me know me hear gold in. All right, go on.
The fiscal prudence.
Okay.
And here we go now. You see, me there over TikTok, you know, and Holness went up at TikTok vibes, and when time he go exercise the morning after him run the signal, what they call it, the signal.
Sigma. Mm-hmm.
And he must say, oh, I'm tired when him forward up and but that him know say he must go do him regular exercise same way, even though but now he feel better that him do it.
Mm-hmm.
And him tied to ruling and governance. Me love that about Andrew Holness is a better communicator than Mark Holness. Because when Mark Holness talk, I don't know what I say. And much of that thing too, you know, say Mark Holness it's like him have a thing, he get petrified or him feel incompetent when him against great black leaders go right. You know that though.
Okay.
Look, check his body language when time PG they do the talk. Him almost cuss like 1 minute, you know.
No cuss over here, you know.
Number 5, crime.
Okay. It's a crime I go down.
Not even say the crime I go down, but me see the jail period do a concerted effort in terms of the gang and all them things there.
Okay, all right.
You understand? Because me not go sit down and say, I tell us, me I don't angel, you know, when I was made it forward up, you know. But you see, all the police ever move at Jamaica right now, yo, me that chill.
Okay, all right, well.
You know, yeah, that is it.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah, over and out.
Yeah, man, we marinate on that. Thank you.
Yeah, blessed.
All right, guys. We'll link up Mr. Vegas here, so. Hold on there. Yes, Mr. Vegas, good night. Welcome to the program. You are live.
Yeah, man. I thought earlier on, but me that I use 2 phones because your line busy signal.
Yes, we get busy over here, man. What go on?
Well, me have a little list still, you know.
You bring a list?
Yeah, man, me have a list, but me agree with the caller where the person where the state say, you know, the caller where they say, because there are so many people already highlight some of the things that we would point out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me I love to point out a few things why we should not give the PNP any chance at governance.
So reverse the question, Pop. Reverse the question now. Why we should not give PNP a chance?
Yeah, me think say, you know, we can mix you up because as we say, most of the things are evident with Jamaica Labour Party I do. Yes, and I say, and a lot has not been said about the lack thereof of the PNP.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I say. So we look on for example, the PNP you know, campaign strategy.
Mm-hmm.
We have seen zero plan from the PNP when it comes down to how they're going to take the country forward. You know, in a manner which we expect, you know, the country, the economy to grow, which we expect the road and to fix up, you know, all the problems that they claim the country is having. How they're going to do it, we don't hear nothing. We you know, we hear them saying that they want to hold the plan until election call. We hear them say that they're not give the plan because they're afraid my people teeth it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if me, I go tell you if you leave your husband and come there with me,
Mm-hmm.
and me I tell you, say, yo, just left the man because the man not treat you good and come there with me. And you know, me not tell you what me I go do for you, what me I go do better than your man. Then why would you leave your man and come to me?
No, I'm not feel secure.
Exactly, because me not get no security. Me not, you're not sure about me. You just know, say, me I sell you a bag of dreams. So why would you leave your household and come to me? When you come over here, so now me treat you like that.
Mm-hmm.
You see me I say? 2, you know, me not think nobody will get rich in the economic meltdown during the FinSac era, the 90s, should ever get near to the public purse. No one. None of these people were benefited of government papers and line them pocket and got wealthy off of the system that PJ Patterson basically tore to pieces. I don't think they should be ever put near the public purse. 3, Mark Golden is representing Jamaica, and when we look at his statutory declaration, the little bit that we can find of his statutory information, we don't even see him own any assets in Jamaica in terms of real estate assets and them thing there. Why would I put a man to be prime minister in my country and not even have a house in Jamaica? Is he a runner? Is he a sprinter? You see? So many things that we know enough about, even in finances. We learn from Jamaica 411 and other researches that we have done, 18 degrees north and the platforms that we learn and we do some research. And we realize that he transferred his wealth into foreign territories, into his children's name, based on the report we get. So we now have no way to find out how him get fee money and how fee welfare or fee riches came about. Yeah, but we see how they placed all this burden for Andrew Holness to prove everything, every dollar we ever spend, every dollar we ever use buy a bag of water, everything. But we don't know nothing about Mark Golden riches as well. We don't know nothing about is in-depth details of his statutory declaration, because of course the only thing they give us is summary. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
3, we see them bring up at PJ Patterson. Some from see them bring up at PJ Patterson. That is like, say the river get rough. Say the water muddy now and the river get rough and a be a debris in the water. And then find a little, and then find a whole tree chunk for hold on and then grab on PJ Patterson and bring him out. That in itself is evil. If you can bring PJ Patterson back out of retirement now if you come try and win an election, it means that you're basically you have nothing to offer to the Jamaican people. You have nothing to say to the Jamaican people. Your messages are not getting across to the Jamaican people. Then if you are showing us proof that you now reach the Jamaican people, then why should we believe you with anything else? Ever come forward with no? You understand me? I say you better give PG some steroids or some protein and put him back out, make him be some old man like Joe Biden, then come back and come run against Andrew Holness. Because PJ Patterson right now, we say, they're struggling. And the lies them Mark Golden leave Jamaica and go tell a foreign, say, the media get bought out or the media is controlled by the Jamaica Labour Party. All of these lies that he continue to tell. Why could you trust this man with anything? He's a blatant liar. We have seen the evidences where he lied about his citizenship. We have seen where Darrell Vaz and Warmington called him out and say you have 24 hours to prove to us that you renounce your British citizenship. It is crickets. Total crickets. Why would we want somebody who is hiding behind a British status to control our military, our army? You understand me? I say so. Yeah, I don't want to get too long-winded, but there are so many things we see them promise patrol 3 by 2003. And at the first, we see so much work in the history of me being a Jamaican. We see so much work I do on the infrastructure. That's what I said. And just pay promises regarding that with the PMP. Then I said, well, patrol free 2003. Yes, I said, but me did not drive 2003. Some people are going, them never did a drive in 2003 and see how the road made bad and mash up same way. You see, so now we are overall the road and them thing there. We see them come out and them against everything that we are trying to do. The government is trying to do. You see? So those are some of the things we could go on and on, but I think those are fundamental things that we need to address, in terms of voting for this man, and voting for this party. And regarding Warmington, I'm going to leave some of the things for other people. Regarding Warmington, I agree with you say, that is not my cup of tea if anybody behaves like that one on any public platform. But as a gentleman just said rightfully, when you are dealing with pigs, you need a pig master. When you're dealing with swamp, you need a swamp king. Yes, what I say? So, sometimes you need, some feathers to ruffle to make some people know. Say, if at the level they go, we can meet it here too. The last time Michelle Obama, they come and talk about when they go low, we go higher. Donald Trump would win the election and at the lowest of low. Donald Trump went. So sometimes when they go low, you have to meet them down there too. Like, fight fire with fire. Sometimes that have to go on in politics because this is unprecedented. We never see them thing yet in politics. Through my years of looking at politics and even following politics, I've never seen anybody behave like this. Them used to say when Portia did a session afraid of no boy, no girl, even people in the PMP did a bash her. So me I say, no, it's crickets. When anybody out there beat up them chest and I say them afraid of no boy, no girl, and all them something. You can't hear. Almost you have man on a platform and say them afraid of no girl. That means that the man they good at we beat all woman too, So, sometimes we need a warning. Sometimes you cringe when you say certain things and you hope them not cross the line. Yeah. But trust me, so the media can't say nothing about it. Why the media can't talk about it and why the press association cannot even talk about it. And then talk about it, them just put out like one article or so. Them can't comment on it because guess what? Them have to point finger on the other side as well. Yeah, man.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You said something about the PGA presentation in a way that I haven't heard anybody taking it from this angle before. You said that from them bring out PGA, that coming like a self-inflicted wound in terms of not having anything left in the arsenal. So I don't think that was the intention when PJ came out.
Because PJ himself believes that he did a great job.
That me ask you now, if you not think say PJ helped them because the situation was bad, I guess, if they had to bring him out. But then now you are reverse it and say, boy, if I that them do, then that only show we say might as well them about come then because it might as well them put PJ in the race then.
It's like, you remember when John McCain did a run against Obama?
Yeah.
Obama then strategically tied George Bush against John McCain, around John McCain's neck. He had to carry him everywhere he went. Everywhere John McCain went, he had to carry George Bush on his neck. You see? So if we are going to tie PJ around Mark Golding's neck, in a problem. In a problem because the record, the data does not reflect what PJ Patterson is saying. You see? It doesn't reflect that. Yeah, there are things that people can point out and say, yeah, man, he would fix some road and everything, and give you some highway and everything there, yeah. But the majority of time that he spent in office and the things that he should have accomplished, he did not accomplish such things. And we have seen where Portia Simpson, Bruce Golden and Andrew Holness, how they fought an uphill battle to get us where we're at now. Andrew Holness, the last one here now. Portia Simpson and take the baton from Bruce them and them ran a great race. The Peter Phillips ran a great race. So them could have hand it off to Andrew Holness. Now you have to ask yourself, if Andrew Holness don't drop the button, why you have to take it from him? You see me I say?
Wait, say not drop the button.
Or if you drop the button when they bring down the debt to GDP and they cut the debt to GDP in half. You can't drop the button. Or you have to drop the button when yeah, when I look on how much we're paying for debt and how much now we have, but we can spend on the economy. You see me I say we have more money now to spend on the economy. We can actually have less money for this year's budget, but yesterday we can spend more on the economy. That should show you so the man will drop the button because at the end of the day, all the corruption and them talk about, all this when them talk about, at the end of the day, what is the government doing for poor people? If you can look around and say this government has done nothing for poor people, then you're just a lazy person and do not want to work and do not want to do anything with your life. You want to sit down and wait on PNP to come back to give you some handout. You want PNP to come back to run around the place, to man give some man government work. And these men that take the government work, take some of the money and put it in the pocket and give some man some money and peel some little people a thing. And then the work is not done. You see me I say? And we have evidence of that. We have data to support them argument here. So them can't bring a lawsuit against some argument there. And we have data to support it. So Andrew Holness take the button from Portia Simpson and Peter Phillips. Them don't drop the button. And anybody argue against that is a fool. PJ Patterson, as George pointed out correctly, PJ Patterson take the economy when we had a $60 billion debt, and when the man left office, how much is it? $800 billion, Bridging. Come on, B. You need to be no scholar. You need to be no scholar for understand that. The simple maths that. You don't want to take it to 60. And then you raise the debt up to over 800 billion. Come on, B. You don't need no scholar. You don't need to even go to school to even know that. Say, yo, that's something wrong with that picture there. So bringing PJ Patterson out is not. I think it was a self-inflicted wound, and I think it's gonna affect them dearly.
So what do you think they should have do? Instead of bring PJ, what do you think they should have do? Because PJ came, I think this symposium was already planned before Mark Golden go tell the diaspora, say, boy, I'm going to lose the fight because the government communication and them something there. So what do you think him should have do instead of PJ? Because, boy, to all the backlash look on PJ, boy, I mean, I know.
They had to plan this, because I remember them under pressure from even the KCMC saga.
Oh.
Where they under pressure from a lot of things, and hear the problem now why they had to even put PJ Patterson. I don't think it's just because he went overseas and thought that. There's a reason why he went overseas and spoke the way he spoke. It's not like him just get up one day and decide to go do. This is empty.
Then not the same thing. Are the same thing where the people the handful of people go to Washington when you are a my youth, they go join them out, you know.
And watch you know. You see the problem the PMP is having. I hope that the Jamaican people don't be stupid and fall for what they are doing and what they did. They should be rejected at the polls for what they did. If you say the Jamaica Labour Party, not helping the people and the country is in such a bad state, why did you run your campaign and just attacking Andrew Holness' character? You should have stuck to the guns. You should have said, okay, this is how we are on pan. We are showing the people them what we are going to do for them. You can't come now when the race, when we go around the corner and we are straighten up in to win the race now or to go up at the finish line. You are going to tell us, say, yo, no, you are going to come with a plan. You're not come with the plan till you see the man put up the flag. You see what I say? For the final lap. It don't make no sense. You run your race by attacking Andrew Holness' character. And Andrew Holness was relieved of that chain that Mark Golden tried to put around his neck. When the judiciary, when the court, when the court basically accepted his case and his judiciary review is coming up in October, and he will go on with further rule again in his favor. He doesn't have to deal with this judiciary review before the election. So the whole thing backfired. Then we see Pantan went down in shame. The Jamaican people, when the poll said they are over 60% of Jamaican people don't even care about the Integrity Commission and what they have to say. That is sure. Mark Golden them, of course, Mark Golden them run a bad race. They run a bad race.
At the finish line where they are now, you know.
Sister, them run such a terrible race. I think it is unforgivable. It will go down in history as the worst campaign ever.
Jesus.
The worst campaign ever. They ran on nothing but attacking Andrew Holness, and every year Integrity Commission illicit 6. When last you hear about illicit 6 and illicit 8 nuts? When last you hear about that?
Boy, to me, the Integrity Commission, me feel like they shame. For some reason, them brought themselves to shame. I saw you look to me.
Yes, they jammed themselves into a corner. Mark Golden came out and said he was the architect of the Integrity Commission. And that in itself, it's like Mark Golden is such a horrible politician. We've not even realized that some things are not even boast about or say. Yes. His timing is just totally off. It's just horrible. I think Lisa Hanna would have run a better race.
Oh God, man.
Andrew Holness.
You know, it's foolish. But you can't just put the blame on Mark, Him have advisor, Date and them and Bunting, him have advisor,
Dayton and Bunting, Mr. Campbell and Mr. Bunting, they are not running to be Prime Minister. This man is running to be the man who in charge of our military, our army, whatever you want to call it, the JDF. This man is running to represent the country. This man is running to be a leader for a country. And sometimes you see him out there with the way how him dress, you think of a madman who walk down the road. The man is not, he does not look presentable. He goes overseas, and when you're wondering to yourself, could this man go sit in a meeting with Donald Trump? If Donald Trump cannot attack Zelensky, and the way how he dressed, Donald Trump would have embarrassed him if he went to Washington and the way he attires himself. And when you look on Andrew Holness, he's totally night and day. He's a man who well put together and look like a decent human being, look like a well-dressed human being, look well-groomed, and like, somebody who you can be proud to say, this is a person that is representing me. It's a say, images everything, thirst is nothing.
Boy, the thing set away, man.
Yeah,
so, boy, hey, we have to go catch up on it that time. Yeah, man, thank you. Take care. Boy, it's a serious thing, my people. Serious something. The first thing in a politics, very first thing, you have to can present yourself. You can't just come out. You can't put on suit today and favor madman tomorrow and them something there. You have to be well polished. That's why politics is not for everybody. And everybody can go in it. That's the first thing. There's something there with PG. Something there with PG. Well, I mean, I know. But look here now. You see, as we're coming down to the finish line, the election should be here in about roughly 3 months. When you look back at the PNP from November 2020 onward, I think the PNP has consistently and increasingly injured themselves by the decision that they've made, the things that they've done. You hear Mr. Vega very objectively. The PNP ran a horrible race. And the Prime Minister hasn't dropped the baton. That pretty much sums it up. They did not run a good race. They didn't run a good race. And I think it's time for them to accept that. I don't know if you guys remember when Andrew Holness and the JLP went to the electorate after the Tivoli incursion. Yes. And they went into the election. Andrew Holness led the JLP into that election. And after the whole resignation, the JLP was very realistic about where they stood politically, where they stood with the Jamaican people. And they basically accepted what they were faced with. But the PNP has been in a state of denial for the past 4 years. They've put on this facade, one that the media in Jamaica have failed to call them out on. There's no unity in the PNP. The PNP is as divisive as we've ever seen. It was an overthrow, a capture, a buyout, $10 million, and a me talk it, a goal in them talk it, elect me Prime Minister, President, and the workers at the party will get $10 million. I don't think him give them the $10 million, no. So I just some buyout, some little foolishness. Which party can be united or unite around something like that? They're not united. That's the first thing. And that's the first thing I said when I asked the question about the 5 reasons. The JLP is a stable political organization at this time. Unlike the PNP, no matter how much poll them buy, no matter how much them call Dan Anderson for the poll, no matter what, no matter how they try to cover up with the Sylvia, me don't even want to get into that, It doesn't matter. It's very clear the PNP is not ready to go into an election under false pretense as if they are stable and united. Not even the PNP base don't want these people, these Rise United people. They're not, they're, look here, these people are not politicians. A few capitalists from over proven wealth, them say them are investment bankers, and them decide say them want to run the country. Them form a party in the PNP because they couldn't do it outside of the PNP because they wouldn't have enough support. And it all comes crashing down. Bunting never get through. Him put Mark Gold in there. It's not working out. Chris Williams, they saw. Them bank a collapse. So it's a colossal failure. It would be ridiculous of the Jamaican people to do that. I mean, everything that they have done, it has been one failure after another. And like I said, increasingly so over the last few years. When the desperation got bad, so bad, Vibes Cartel, them go draft a Vibes Cartel. The party up in arms. People in the party, senior members in the party tell me, say, them never know cartel was coming and them never appreciate that. Them never want that in a them conference. Then you see them go for Ralph, 78-year-old Ralph from over St. Vincent, been Prime Minister of St. Vincent 24 years. PG Patterson. And then Mark Golden admitted that the JLP's communication arm is just too strong. So what do we have here? This is crazy to me. This is ridiculous. So yeah, just like how the JLP had to face their demons when Bruce Golding stepped down and faced the fact that they were not going to win an election. The same thing the PNP need for do right now. Because Jamaica is going to need a viable opposition. You know what I mean? And it's time for them to just accept what is and try to pick up the pieces and give the Jamaican people a viable opposition. They're still getting paid. All those members of parliament, how much $1 million annually, they're still getting paid to be the opposition. So they need to be a viable opposition. It's a sad thing, you know, because I think no matter where we stand, whether we're independent, JLP or PNP, I think everybody on this live tonight want to see Jamaica with two viable political organizations. If you're a patriotic Jamaican, I think you would want to see two healthy political organizations. I'm going to take this last call and then we're going to sign out, guys. Hello, good night. Okay, Lord jeez. Hello, good night. Hello.
Good night. Good night to everyone.
Good night.
Yes. Oh, so I wanted to ask a question. Oh, the US deciding to telling the Caribbean.
I'm sorry, your connection is not that great. It's hard to hear everything you're saying. You want to try to move somewhere and call us back? Let me take the next caller. No, for some reason.
Hear me now?
Keep talking. Let me see how it.
Is it better now?
Go ahead and speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason.
The Americans who said
Can't hear him properly. Oh boy. Let's see. One more call, guys. Who is the lucky person? Sorry about that. Couldn't hear properly. Hello, good night.
Good night.
Okay.
Wi-Fi. So, telling the Caribbean not to do business with Cuba, do you think it's with the government's and
Connection now work properly. But that is a very good question. A part of the question, what I heard. We need to have that discussion over here about what the US said about Cuba, what position is being taken in the Caribbean, and what position Jamaica will take. Very important. Guys, we're gonna come back tomorrow night. The phone line will be open tomorrow again. Can talk some more. Well, Andy. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow we'll talk again, guys, on the phone line. But somebody suggested something to me today. And I think I'm going to make the announcement over here. I don't know if it's possible. But somebody messaged me today and said, listen, do you think it's possible that we can have some civilized labor rights and some civilized PNP and maybe even some civilized independence come on JPU and have a healthy debate? Guys, what do you think about that? I told him that I would put it to the audience and see what you guys think. And if you say, okay, I'm fine with it, I would be happy to allow folks to come on the platform here and have a healthy discussion. I don't know if any PNP would want to come over here and have that discussion. Because for some reason, the one them who support the PNP now, they don't like me that much, and that's okay. But if you don't know any of them what would have that discussion here, tell them that JPU is okay with that. We're civilized over here. We have 3 months to go before the election, and I think it would be a good thing. I think it would be a good thing. Now, my role in all of it would be this. There will be no lying, okay? So me that just sit back and make sure so nobody not tell no lie, nobody not disrespect nobody. I don't think that will happen here because we set a certain standard over here. But we will see how it goes. Yes, I'll say 3 of them must can come. Yeah, man. 3 JLP, 3 PNP, and independent to no welcome as well. I would be open to that. We can't get up every day and war people because of JLP and PNP, We are Jamaican first. Them not like when me say a little bit of blood. I know me talk so. No, them say a little bit of blood. Melissa did have an aneurysm. Oh, Jesus. So guys, you like Mr. Morgan's discussion with us over here the other night? Mr. Morgan is invited here anytime because certain discussions, certain conversations, I would have even want to talk to him about the budget debate that's coming up or what the finance minister said already. Yes. Where is the PMP would spoil it? Would spoil the debate? No, man, they must have 3 sensible people over there. And we're not gonna come over here and this up nobody and them something there. Just a healthy discussion as we're going into the election, right? Why should we let the government stay there, or why should we not let the government stay there? That would be interesting. Yes. But let us come back, guys. Thank you so much for participating, for calling. And I think from now on, I'm just going to open up the phone line every time, because usually it's several times a week. I think this platform is generating a lot of interest. A lot of people have a lot to say. And that's the feedback I've been getting lately. So no problem. That is what we're here for. So thank you to all our listeners and subscribers and friends and family all over the world, Jamaica and the diaspora. We'll catch up tomorrow. Have yourselves a good night. Thank you for joining. Take care.